Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This video will be about my witchy book tips. I have 5 books here, but technically only 4. You will see why in a second. And without further talking, just let's dive into the book. The first book was my first witchy book. I was just starting, I didn't know almost anything. I had some knowledge about herbs because it's been just going in our family somehow. I have knowledge about crystals, but I didn't have much knowledge about the traditional holidays and all the stuff like that. And this book, it's called Wicca and it's by Harmony Nice. I have got it ages ago, and mind you, I am not Wiccan. I am basically just practicing green witch / herbalist. However, this book was tremendously helpful when I was just starting out and had zero knowledge about it. So if you are anyone who is just starting out with witchcraft, you don't have to be strictly a Wiccan for this book to be helpful, but it has all the basic information, and it definitely helped me to get into the craft more. Back then I wasn't really sure if I will pursue Wicca or if I will pursue witchcraft in general. If anything, I'm herbalist more than anything, so yeah, it is what it is now, but I wasn't sure if I want to be a Wiccan by the time I bought this book. And I ended up not following Wicca, but yeah, this book was, as I mentioned, tremendously helpful. It covers what is Wicca, it covers witchcraft in general, it covers divination, meditation, rituals, potions, and it also has some very basic information on herbs you can keep on your altar, also informations on altar in general. It has basic information about pagan holidays and also some basic astrology information and some basic spells. And I feel like it is a really good base to start with. A lot of people recommend another book, however, I will not be naming it, but I didn't like it that much. I definitely can recommend this one more because this felt more foundational for me. It doesn't mean it will for you, but I think it is it just includes all basic information for witchcraft in general. If you are just discovering yourself, if you don't know what kind of witch you want to be, if you don't know if you want to be a Wiccan or just a witch, it helped me a lot and I can definitely recommend it. I am not returning to this book as much now because I am more advanced nowadays, but I always like to keep it because yeah, it was a really good book to start with. The next book I got just recently, but it has quickly become one of my favorites. I'm still in process of reading through it, and it's Herbal Magic by Annabelle Margaret. And I've been following her YouTube channel for ages, and she's been just such a role model for me because basically she follows the similar path as I do. So this book definitely hit very close to home for me. So if you are a green witch, or if you are herbalist or aspiring green witch or aspiring herbalist, I'm definitely recommending this book. I think it is very good for beginners as well as for intermediate witches. It has some basic introduction to magic and to intuition, intent. It has basic information on alignments, elements, air, and everything like that. And it can give you pretty solid foundation if you are just starting out and have no idea about those things. I am just quickly going through it because it's all information I know. It's maybe just to jolt my memory or something, but it's really nice summary on the basis of green witchcraft. And then there is a herbal compendium section, and it's really nice. It has basically collection of a lot of commonly used herbs with their basic properties and their folklore and magical uses. And of course it has precautions and contradictions warning in the end. It goes basically through like half or the quarter of the book, so there is a really solid collection of herbs, and if you're just starting out you will definitely find it helpful. And the another portion of the book is dedicated to various, let's call it, recipes. It's for herbal infusions, for example, bath teas, infused oils, salves, tinctures, and like various other stuff. And it basically includes all the materials you need, all the ingredients, and the method how you can make this particular thing, which is really good and really helpful because I personally want to get more into making salves and like herbal oils and tinctures, so I will be definitely returning to this book a lot when summer comes again. And then there is a section about working with harmony with seasons. There are informations on equinoxes and solstices, some moon magic and moon cycles, and then there is huge portion for spellcasting and spell compendium, which is also really nice, and it's good when you're starting out as well as for intermediate witch, because like you can always learn something new in this section, you know. And again, you have materials, ingredients, and method you need to cast this spell. There is basically like any basic spell and intermediate spell you can think of. Like the collection is really good, and if you are thinking on which book to spend your money, if you can't get or don't want to get more, I would definitely recommend this one. It's probably my favorite witchy book nowadays, and I think it will continue for a long while because I just like practical books that have collection of a lot of things. And since herbalism is an area that I want to grow in and that I like this book is just perfect for me, and I would really suggest you check it out if you are interested in green magic or herbalism and making your own oils, tinctures and salves and stuff like that. Like, I can't recommend it enough. I've been so hyped to get it, and I love it so much. Next is basically a common herbiary, and it's this one. It's Cunningham's Encyclopedia of Magical Herb, and it's basically just a book full of plants. It's, as I mentioned, it's like basic herbiary. It has both healing herbs, it has some fruits, and yeah, it's just a book full of herbs. It again has some folk names, gender, planet, element tied with the flower, and it states like the main powers or deities that are associated with this plant. And also it includes magical uses, but some people negatively commented on this book like the magical uses don't make sense, but you have to keep in mind it heavily includes magical uses that were commonly regarded in folklore of the plant, so some parts don't have to really make sense because they may seem like to fairy tale like, but like in general it has very quick and very nice summary of every herb. And as I heard multiple times, like, this is one of the best witchy books on herbs you can get on the market, and a lot of people praised it, so I got it recently, and it's indeed really good. Like, if you are into herbalism and herb craft, you can definitely benefit from this book. And like, it is never wrong to have a good herbiary at home, so yeah, every herb has an illustration, and it's been a really nice book. Next two books, I will put these two books into one category because like it's similar in a way, and it's these two books from Mayatol Herbiary and Crystallery. They always come with oracle cards and they are just stunning. Like, really, that's the main point why I got these books in the first place, but I really grown to like them. And you would say, like, if it's herbiary, it probably looks something like this, but no, like, this book cover more of like metaphorical meaning of herbs and crystals, and they are basically meant to serve as a guide for the oracle cards that come with them. Like, I like to do one card spread, for example, that on pagan holidays, for example, I like to draw one card from these ones, like whichever I feel like currently, and based on what I picked, I will find it in the book, and it shows basically this really pretty illustration. The first page shows like not summary but like a short story or reading that ties with the card, and on the next page there is like a ritual and reflection. As I mentioned, it's basically a reading guide to your oracle cards, and they also have like bestiary in the series. I got just these two, but like the books are visually absolutely stunning, the cards as well, and if you are interested in getting oracle deck, I would heavily recommend these ones, like whichever one you prefer. You don't necessarily need to get all of these books, like one is enough, because every book comes with a set of cards, and it's been really helpful with the reading of the oracle cards, and it's a really nice guide for reading them. I personally prefer oracle cards to tarot, but like, to each his own. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any questions or any additional information you would like to include, put it in the comments down below. I will try my best and answer the comments as always. And perhaps tell me which of these books are you inclined to get the most, or if any. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in my next video very soon. Have a nice day!